Alright, we're back. Another episode. It's quick, coming right after the other, so hopefully, I don't know, this makes up for me not posting for like over a week or putting up any videos or anything like that. As you know, short week this week. These quick turnarounds are especially tough on the defense from recovery and stamina standpoint. That paired with limited time to prepare is going to make. I couldn't even read it. Taylor the one, of course. And that goes both ways. As an offense, we should have plenty of opportunities to take advantage of their defense and make some plays ourselves. Exactly. Let's go out there with the expectation that we're going to put out a lot of points on the board and ensure that their life is going to be a bit easier and they don't need it to be perfect. Beat the Commanders and score 4 offensive touchdowns. So, we'll see how that goes. I don't know what bonus we get if we score 4 offensive touchdowns, but our game day goal is to score 5 offensive touchdowns. We took a look at some different trade packages, and I think we might wait until the beginning of the week 8, probably week 8, before week 8 ends, somewhere around there, to see what we want to do in terms of trading and packages and everything like that, because I think we have some good packages that we can offer. It's just whether or not some of the teams are gonna want them. The Packers are 4-0. They're undefeated. The Lions are 2-2, having that big win week 1 against the Chiefs being one of them, and the Vikings are 0-4 along with us. So we're still expected to have the number 1 pick, purely based from our piss poor defense. But we're gonna see if we can put a stop to that this week. I doubt it. But we're really gonna just go out there and hope for the best, playing against one of probably the scariest defenses in the league. We're playing against the Commanders on Thursday night, so let's go out there. What we got. I don't like this color rush option. Do we have orange pants? I know the answer is going to be no. We have tan pants. I want to see those tan pants again. Do we have a tan jersey then? Do we have just a picture of a helmet or of a bear on there? You know, we're gonna come out rocking like the 85 Bears. We're gonna come out here looking like the 85 Bears. 75th anniversary helmet, just the all black. I mean, it looks pretty sick. I mean, there's not many color options we really have with with the teams that we have, I guess. That's a sick uni. We're gonna have them rock the, I guess, all red, yeah. Their uniforms look way better than ours, but we shall see.
National Football League, and we'll see DJ Moore. He made the most of his catches a week ago in a 150-yard game. It's the Bears and the Commanders under the lights on Thursday night.
Is Sam Howell actually going to get the start? That'll be interesting to actually see. Also, his helmet looks gross.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. But tonight we start Week 5 with a prime-time matchup as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Washington Commanders.
It's so nasty.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm
I think Sam Howell is
you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today.
Technically the same rating as Jacoby Brissett, but because he's younger and I think he has a day one starter, look how gross it is. It's just like a bar through the middle.
You're looking for
There's no sidebars.
you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form.
The black helmets look
really
sick,
should,
though.
and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in
6 mile per
October,
hour winds coming
and
toward
off
this,
we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start.
Look at
It's a
that. It's
touchback,
literally just
and
a
it will
bar
come out
across
to
the middle. There's no
25.
sidebars.
The Commanders set to go to work on offense, and they've handed the controls to this man in his second NFL season, former Tar Heel Sam
4
Howell.
touchdowns, 1.
And this is a game
So he's probably
for grit,
been playing
determination, and somehow
rarely,
finding a way
I
not
guess
to
you could
panic.
say.
What a
Not
horrible
rarely,
start for
sparingly.
them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate
We
to
knew
them what they
Isaiah
need to do
Simmons
to
to
win.
number 0.
He's got to be the leader.
So that was
plays.
an interesting call to do.
The numbers in last week's bowl game for
It's
Robinson.
just so difficult because I want to make him 11, but that's Darnell Mooney's
And now
number.
he's playing a Thursday night game short
Although
week.
Darnell
he spent
Mooney,
a lot
we
of
say
time
to
in the
move him
trainer's
to
room in the cold
because, you
tub
know,
trying to
like-
get his legs back for this game.
Oh, that's a my bad. Illegal touching. That's all over. But man rush. Yep, illegal contact.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
We got a sack, just not a good one. I guess. We're gonna stay on the middle linebacker here.
On first down, Howell.
Make a play. Oh, you dicking me, Simmons.
Nearly intercepted right away.
Simmons was there. I wanted him to get his first interception of the season. I gotta give him the superstar dub,
Howell
man.
down to throw it.
Way to break up the pass there from Edwards.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Howell throwing on third down here.
He got to him. He got to him. He set the pressure at the right time. Isaiah Simmons in the backfield making a play. He's looking a lot lighter wearing the number 0, I guess.
Statement, especially on the road with your first defensive
back with
possession,
Ben
isn't
Rush
it?
here.
Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And this will be taken at the 13. It's a
After the
net of
20.
40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. So here are the Bears now for their
I wonder
opening
if the double ones
drive.
looks nice, though.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week,
1,400 yards, 8 touchdowns, looks great.
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy.
That's all I saw.
Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there.
It's not a lot, but it's
he could
something.
lose the confidence that they have in him.
They're hoping to get rid of that interception bug. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Again, it's Dillon.
Get your
And
yards,
he's able to
bro.
get out to the 32, brought down there.
What sucks is every once in a while we'll get like a big touchdown run. You know, like a 30-yard rush, 40-yard rush, and then it's holding. Which is great.
They run with a 4th-round pick, Roschon Johnson, to about the 35.
3 yards, it felt like we got a lot more there.
The Bears at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. It's been really a lost first month of the season, that's for sure.
And they still believe they have potential. They still believe they're a good team. But they have to absolutely start showing it right now. 0-4? That doesn't even sound right to them. But let's face it, you are what your record says you
together some
are
wins
until you break out of it.
So they just need 1 yard.
We're not out of it. They keep saying 0-4. So Washington's 0-4. Like, eat a dick. Like, we're both bad. Like, somebody has to win the game.
He'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Right, somebody's got to stop being bad.
One play action. Fields Escaping the pressure right. And he will find the open man. It's DJ.
That was scuffed, to say the least, and we still made the best out of it. So
a good pick out there at 22. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
I thought that was going to get picked off by number 93 there, I think.
And that'll bring up
number 90, Ron Payne.
Talk about this Washington defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that
Doesn't feel that way,
That's
does
why
it?
you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson.
Gets pushed through. I like how Taylor Lewan, I've never seen that in
He's taken down at the 24.
where the players start pushing the guy forward.
Good enough to extend the drive.
Like, Taylor Lewan was pushing him forward to go make a play.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields fights through it.
It's going to be 15 at the end of this play.
Just inside the 20.
They absolutely just destroyed my quarterback. Jacksonville's 3-1, and they're going up against Buffalo on Sunday,
So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accuses the officials of kind of playing to the home team, but not in this case. They're just trying to administer the game the way it's supposed to be. That drew the flag.
Slowly,
He
Kareem
pushes
Hunt's
forward
getting
for
stopped
maybe
every
3
time
down to the
he's on the field.
6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Fields.
I should not have thrown it. I just want to sack. And the thing is, I do that a lot. I say, I don't get sacked, and then I can't throw it. And I just,
field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Toward the pylon. He's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback? So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
We'll put playoff winning.
Trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, creates a penalty.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more plays.
Now here's Fields on the sneak.
They didn't get it.
I don't think he got in.
But you know what?
Front,
I don't think they'd expect it again.
Here's Fields on the sneak. And boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Here's Fields on the sneak.
I got
Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They tried to sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Commander defense able to hold. They begin the drive.
Oh, we get the safety.
Oh, he's not
We'll take points however we can get them. Offense, defense, special teams.
Well, we thought these 2 defenses might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
First 2 times.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more of what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
We got to run with
leadership. The leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room.
I read that right.
Let's go ahead and play
because he ran inside
and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
I feel like it did. I have Wormley, who is my defensive tackle, playing offense.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be
again. I have Wormley,
who
plays defensive tackle.
Launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover the end of the route.
Poco X dig, Poco X dig, Poco X dig, Poco X dig.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Fields.
That was a design screen, and I saw Zay Jones with nobody lined up in the spot with
the
him.
tackle's made at Washington's 33.
Of course, I gotta just...
Up the middle, Johnson.
I mean, I gotta throw it to him, right? There's nobody there.
They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now Fields going to keep it right left. Only a yard.
See, I run read option, I'm getting stopped immediately. Does not matter. They run read option, and Russell Wilson runs for a touchdown.
But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature.
And it's intercepted.
And it's going back to the touchdown.
Field, a breakaway. And he will bring this one back.
All momentum their way.
Interception return for the Commanders' touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know,
see that Washington player that's sitting down this week, 93 with the helmet? It's not attached to anything.
You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And he brings us out.
I would love a defensive score. I mean, I guess a safety is a defensive score.
Now ready to take over again. And now following the safety, they'll have a football with a chance to take the lead as they begin following the free kick with a 1st and 10. Pick 6 last drive. Here's Fields again.
And Taylor won for his lady
about
again.
5 yards shy of midfield.
Dude's just
now we're
so
going to get a
injured.
stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Dillon, they try the left side with him, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
What difference does it make? I got 2 running backs on both sides of the field, right?
To throw is Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He goes down the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Fournette, a first down carry. Tackle made by Marcus Golden.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Now 2nd and 5.
I have no play option.
Fields now to throw.
What was that?
It's incomplete. Chase Claypool.
He's wide open.
Target, and it's 3rd and 5.
I needed 1 yard.
Talk about this Washington defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
They spent the week at practice, and we know our rating's not that great. And we know we're facing the number 1 passing team in the league. But there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here.
I got it, I think.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was
he can hit from like
right there.
60, like 60 is his max.
All told, after the safety, it's a 5-point swing, and that could have turned out much worse.
Well, you don't want to say no harm, no foul, but I do believe you're right. A 9-point
But I mean, that's why we took the
swing
points there, right? I think
more
we can stop them
especially in a tight game
defensively.
like this.
Pringle going to stay in the
It's
end
just
zone, and this
whether
will
or
come
not
out
we
to the
can score
25.
offensively.
So here is Washington now to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays
You
that
just
work
go
best for you,
to like
you're looking for.
the playbook and be like, hey, it's not defend the deep pass. Since when was it defend the deep pass?
You go to them early and often.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as that.
I swear to you, I made it inside rush.
That's going to wind up a loss
like,
of a full 3
made it
yards
so that
on
we
first
wouldn't get the
down.
ball
So
ran
their
at
task
us
a little
every
bit more
single
difficult
time.
now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They go play action with Howell.
Oh, yes, Simmons. Way to get in the backfield. Way to make a fucking play.
Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Fields throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Fields.
Another interception.
It
would have been.
And it falls down incomplete.
It would have been.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Another throw on 2nd down.
I don't know if I got to zoom it in. I got a touch pass there. I'm robbing this bitch.
First down as a defender.
And actually was trying the same play over and over again, but at the same time, it's there. So I don't know why it's not
Johnson and free. They'll cut him off guard, force the incompletion.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to 48.
I saw it. Okay, look, I'm coming across. I could really scored in here and just pick up what I want, but this guy's right underneath. This guy's covered. Ballingsgate, I don't trust a fullback. DJ Moore is never going to catch that. He doesn't even have the step. This over the top in this space is where I need to play this. And he has to actually slow down. He has to slow down to get to that ball. Whereas if I just play it in that pocket, even if I miss it, right? Any quarterback's going to do this. Just play it in the pocket. If it misses, it goes into the dirt.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks,
I was right there and it still threw my face.
Grabs the rest of the ball game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he is going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something to win.
Pressure, and he's taken down. There's sack. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
This is a defensive battle. 7-5. Score got me on this one's going crazy.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away.
Nobody touch it. Nobody touch it. Didn't get to check that. But yeah, at least they don't have advantage here.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
This might be a game we can win. We just need a field goal and we're ahead. So
the Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. You're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws.
Oh my God, did you catch that?
Make him feel good about himself and continue to run your offense.
Doesn't matter. Pittsburgh's 0-4.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled out a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
I thought that was going to be an interception.
This will be incomplete.
We either got to go all in on the offensive line or all in on the defense. And honestly, I'd rather go all in on the defense.
In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
I just don't like losses out here.
Back to throw, Fields.
Another interception.
It's intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely
I think
off.
we're supposed to just check down underneath,
That's 3
say fuck it,
interceptions,
and then
now
punt the ball away.
interceptions here on back-to-back
Just,
drives.
can't do
Now
anything.
think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go.
Eddie Jackson, my best player on defense, is absolutely fucking
the
toasted.
attitude that has to be adopted.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8
I just
coming up.
absolutely shit on.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Bowles throw complete there to Thomas. His first catch, good for 9 in the first down.
Even if he doesn't replicate his big 2020 season, you still marvel at the work Thomas has done. Once a college quarterback, reinvented himself as a tight end, now in his 7th season at the position, and still getting first downs in the NFL.
I really think to figure out the Oilers fucking shit out. Sorry, like, I know it's a different league, you don't like good people and stuff like that, but like,
yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, I think they'll still go to him at a critical spot.
I see him now.
Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And a nice job of breaking down like one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Robinson again.
There's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can fucking do.
Touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. There's the versatile back, Kareem Hunt, getting set with the rest of this offense for the next drive. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right?
Eat a banana.
Vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete.
Here's my thing. I put it away. What happened? They're coming to score. I go for it.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
And look at this. It's a fake. And that is
There's a flag there. I'm going to assume it's illegal touching.
And on fourth down, this is a big call.
Running into... Really?
So roughing the passer here, even though said passer wasn't a quarterback.
And this is a call, partner, I think you might see once a decade or so. But the officials know the rules better than anyone, and you have to know them when you're on the field. Anyone throwing the ball gets the same protection as a quarterback.
Keep the drive alive, I guess.
So if he gets hit late, that's definitely going to draw a flag.
Now it's 2nd and 6. On second down, a run with Herbert. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. It's a pickup of 10 and the Bears first down. Fields changing the play.
I like this.
Fields. That's going to be caught.
What is it? It's going to be a hold. It's going to be a hold. 1,000%. It's going to be a chase play for a hold. Roughing the passer as well? Yeah, accept it, of course.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty. And those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Fields.
Oh, Justin Ross, get in.
He's got it. Touchdown. Justin Ross. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have cut it back within a score.
I used to miss PAT so much last year. It was ridiculous.
And the lead is down to 2.
This year I missed, but it was because I had that weird glitch where I couldn't see my reticle. Like I couldn't see my kicking, or my kick bar. I couldn't see any of it. And I'm not talking about like that green bar. I'm talking about like the actual kicking.
This will come out to the 25. Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson, the Commander offense. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Gibson
And he'll go
is
down. The Bears get there for the
sack.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
At the 16-yard line.
Powell hitting Samuel on the slant. They'll give him 4 yards
Honestly, I
there.
think that's the way to play it. Because if you press coverage there, it's just not going to
What
work.
terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver's on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a
Oh, what a play, Eddie Jackson.
Coming, it's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. On first down, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one.
We have
It's
3
second
interceptions
down.
already in the first quarter.
They started this
Or
drive
first half.
backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
I just don't know if I can get inside, but that would shake my play out of this fucking
No gain
shade.
on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he's going to go down. They
I'm waiting for him to run the route.
That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is gone.
Running into the kicker.
57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
First down.
And they'll accept that penalty. Now, to be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. A toss left side for Herbert. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
About that.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
We got up there.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
And
Washington on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And
got pushed forward for a couple,
down,
so it's
getting
like
this
good.
one to the 14-yard line.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the Commanders,
I just don't know what else to do, man. I know
15.
he's
Charles,
young.
Not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't
We're there
get
to make
points
a
on that
play.
drive?
Like,
This could cost them.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a
It's
second
just
and
stupid
short.
on my end. You just can't make mistakes.
Here's
You
Howell.
can't fuck up. You can't.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
You can't roll out. You can't go stupid passes. You just gotta take the sacks.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
But,
and
I mean, if
nothing
we throw
much
the sacks,
materializing there on the
or
first
we
down
take the
run.
sacks,
They'll get
we
a couple,
punt,
and that's
like,
it. Second down and 8.
Brings up second and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Second down, Howell back to pass. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
That's
And he
short.
goes out right around the 39. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. Robinson, he'll try the left side.
He's just shaking off every
Give him
tackle.
4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Yeah, this one not
We gotta
going
get a
anywhere.
stop here,
They get him at
boys.
the 44 for a
We're
gain
just trying
of
to put
just
it
a yard.
before the half ends.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Howell down to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
The thing is that I don't like now is that, like, it's always touchdowns. I don't want it to be a touchdown. I want it to be like getting fuckers through that big hit. The hit stick used to be insane.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make
You
our
gotta get them
way
moving the
to
ball
the
through the air.
2-minute
I think
warning.
that's the only way we're gonna really be able to stop it.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the Bears' 48-yard line.
Now Howell. Man open is Robinson. And he's going to have it on the first
my
down
safety
as
gotta
the
come down
tackle's
there
made
soon.
here at the Bears' 24-yard line.
I really don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
See how ugly that
Momentary speed
helmet
bump
is?
there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second and 10, Howell. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And once more, Howell back to the air.
And it's a penalty on us.
For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Yep, right on me, buddy. Roughing the pass.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes this
I've thrown 4
9-point
interceptions
game.
this game. It's just so
So
bad.
that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Chicago.
That's the play we needed.
Chase Claypool.
We needed just a big play, just something to give us momentum back.
And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series.
Waiting for it to develop and get him open. But we're down 3.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst.
Got blown out.
If they're going to throw the ball, make
that's
it
what I
throw
can
over your
see.
head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run
I
to
dove
set up the pass.
hella early.
Here it feels like they're passing,
He was throwing it to
hoping
anybody
to
over
set up
the
the
side.
run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Second down, Howell now. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Fielded at the 20. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
We'll just take our yards.
This up across the 35
It's something, but the
before
biggest thing is the
bounds.
momentum then kind of
So
shifts,
we've
right?
hit
Because
halftime,
now
just a
we
field
scored
goal
10 and a half.
separating
We got
these
the
two
ball
teams
back.
at
We
the
were able to
break.
get them on a 3 and out.
As we'll send you down the coast now to
We're
Orlando.
doing
That's
well.
where we find
Like,
Jonathan
minus the
Coachman
4
ready with our
interceptions.
EA Sports halftime
So who's counting,
report.
right?
Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up
See,
this
the
weekend.
thing is, I got to talk over this, but either way, like, I'm going to get a YouTube email saying, like, hey, you had this beat that played in the background that, you know, such and such entertainment company from New Jersey owns. And I'm going to be like, okay. Like,
where it'll be the Vikings taking on the
I just don't know how
Kansas City
people
Chiefs.
stream this game then.
And then
I
on
really
Sunday
don't.
night, the national audience in for a treat. They've got a good one lined up between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
I know what I want to
Coach,
do.
thanks.
Defensively, at least, I know what I want to do on
what's been a
offense.
closely fought battle to this point. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense set to get going. Justin Fields bringing him out at quarterback. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
I used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly
Throwing it off the back foot,
is to
getting
give him a
ripped off
chance
the
to
left
work
side.
through
You
some
got
of
to
the
throw it
issues he had in the first
immediately.
half.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and he's just trying to play through it. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing up his accuracy.
So back-to-back incompletions, and
Hey,
it has
it's
us
open.
staring
I
at
get
a
that.
3rd and 10.
Right? It's just my guy's not making the play.
Fields.
And then we go to make the play, and then that's what happens. The ball just doesn't fucking get there. I try to do a tight spiral. I can't.
They've done a nice job
I can't.
against
It won't
him,
work.
but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
27-yard line.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Let's see if this will help. I don't think it will, but
Robinson gets the toss on the right side. Oh, he bowls over it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 69 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring
I don't even
down
think we have
all
59
night.
yards. We just haven't been able to run the ball.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And he's got it across.
The thing is, I'm aggressive tackling. I'm aggressive everything.
Get a nice chunk there on the
And we
first
just
down
still
run, and it's
can't
2nd and 4.
get anything.
It's a pickup for 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. That is caught. And he's going to hold on the first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. First down, here's Mitchell.
I like Mitchell is a good running back. He's not even making $1 million a year.
Tackle made there by Chris Wormley.
But
Here's
I mean,
2nd
I guess
and 10.
the age where he plays in this stuff.
back to throw. Howell. And Thomas
I tried switching it, wouldn't allow
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I'm like spamming the
Completion was
circle
given
there.
up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to
The thing is, like, my player's supposed to be there. He's supposed to have a guy covering him.
time on 3rd and 2.
Nobody was.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And
Can I get
he'll
a
find his
holding?
way down
Face
right around
match?
the 12.
Illegal man downfield.
Blocking the back. Offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Out of the gun, it's Howell. That is caught.
I got to cover the right side. There's 3 guys on the right side that I have to cover. My right outside linebacker is supposed to cover the left. Edwards is supposed to follow this dude. Like, there's no one else you got to cover. I have to worry about 1, 2, 3 motherfuckers over here. All of which were open.
Robinson is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Faking the handoff. Howell.
The thing is, I took Simmons literally out of that part. Travis Gibson, I'll be done for the year. Like, that's my own player.
Logan Thomas, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done.
Oh,
this time they
we
want
have
to
some
string
room to
together
run.
a nice drive.
Room to run. Keep going downfield. Can I get an illegal touching,
He's going to
maybe?
be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Oh, roughing the passer. We adding 15 to the end of this, right?
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want.
We're moving the ball.
It's their
This is a
own
quick
fault,
drive.
because to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
He's
Picks
going
up
to
10
have a
there.
gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And here he'll
To
get
the
it down
11.
to 7.
I mean, we should have,
Call it
like,
a gain
if
of
we get to
4
the
on
1 yard
first,
line,
and that'll
yeah.
make it 2nd
All right,
down.
we should still have the opportunity to get a first down here.
Inside handoff down to Fournette. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Fields now to throw.
More touchdown.
Touchdown Bears! DJ Moore from 6 yards away. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. Bears offense staying put. And Justin Fields always a threat to run. They'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And he's
Mooney
got
catches it. Thank you for
They
coming out with
converted for
it.
2, and that
We
gets them
needed
even
two earlier,
closer.
I think,
Now a
but
2-point game. So they go with a pass, and it works there
thing
on the
is, look at that
2-point try.
momentum.
Charles,
They
just
still
in
have
general,
full
what are your
momentum
thoughts
going forward.
passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is
Full
situational. You have to
momentum.
know your team.
I don't
What is
get
your
that.
strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell
I
you
don't.
that running
I don't get
it is
how they
about
got
as proficient. So
for
know
it.
your team and go to your strength.
Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson, the Commander offense. He's toppled the century mark already, receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loose.
That's just pure speed.
Left side. It's a foot
That's
race.
literally just pure speed.
Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin.
Literally just pure speed. Look at him just get fucking smoked. He just stands there. Just gets absolutely fucking smoked.
2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game.
Get the ball back and score. I mean,
Team
we're
out
still
there
going
for
to
the
go for 2.
Commanders
And
as they send this one away.
It's still
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it?
It's a
When
big
you score
run,
once, you feel like you can go
Just a
back out
big
there and
run.
get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Justin Ross,
Yeah, looking to stay in that groove
throw
here this
yourself
go-around.
into the ground.
And quickly, they get to the line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
Second down, they go back to Harvey. And he is going to lose yardage here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off play action, Fields. He finds his man.
I did not think
It's
Reed was
Reed.
going to be able to get
And he'll
that.
be out of bounds right at the 40. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Going to keep it a buck with you guys.
That's a
There's
play
nothing
that'll likely
I was
be
gonna get
forgotten when you
there.
talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And now here is another
He's wide open.
interception. And he'll get
I
this back
absolutely
across the
pissed that
midfield,
dude.
striping down to the
Because he's
47
wide
yard
fucking
line.
open.
Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone.
It's just a
We
joke,
use
man.
that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's the defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegal and stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Like I'm doing everything I can. Like Justin Fields just can't make the throw.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
That wasn't supposed to be a sack.
Taken down for the
It was a
5th
design
time this
run.
game.
It's a
Multiple
tackle.
defenders there to get him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And Howe will throw it
Make a fucking
to the
play,
end
Jones.
zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Nope. We don't. Because nobody covers the middle of the fucking field. Nobody covers the outside of the field. Nobody covers the edges. Nobody covers anything.
With now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Commanders get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Oh,
looking for
Simmons.
McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking
You can get
it
2
off.
points here.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2.
Isaiah Simmons gets a pick 2. Biggest pick 2 of the season, in my opinion.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
We don't got any momentum on our side because of it, though. I don't know
And
why.
they'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Fields going to move him around. Now Fields.
It's just they get to
His
everything.
throw is going to be
They just get to
incomplete.
everything.
We've talked about it, CD,
no
but
matter
the
where
Bears
I throw,
repeating,
they're
they are
gonna cover
struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Rolling to his right. And this will be incomplete. Well, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead,
With where
it's
we
fourth
are
down.
at, I gotta take a chance. I gotta take a chance. I gotta take something.
They snap it to Fields.
Picked off
And my
fucking
goodness,
again, man.
Another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
I just can't get the ball inside.
But to be frank, CD, this is getting
got
tough
no
to watch.
fucking
You
throw
feel
power
for
from
him,
him.
but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him, but you
There's
have
no
to
way
as a
to
team
support
because
him.
you can't just
There's
throw your
nothing to
quarterback
support him.
aside. You're going
It's
to need him
100%
later
on
on, but it
him.
reminds me
That
of the time
is an
that a
easily
former defense
thrown ball.
coordinator of
You
mine
give
told me he
a
was in a
player, you
game
give any
where his
quarterback
quarterback
that
threw
much room
7
to make a fucking
interceptions.
play,
So after the
he's gonna
6th
make
one,
it.
one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you
Unless
do.
his name's Justin
Throw
Fields.
the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. First down, Howell to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Good job for
80
Washington.
yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick,
Just
throwing
taking
it,
points.
running it, it won't be easy. Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right,
Justin
guys,
Fields is a good
lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Maryland won. Get the fuck out the game.
They'll say it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on.
We got to make a change somewhere, and unfortunately, it's going to be there.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
I don't want to.
Here we go on the next drive for Washington. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. Is they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you get the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I thought you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken
at this point,
with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Al throwing on 1st down here. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Fuck.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Here's Howell.
And another touchdown.
It's caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute
Just gotta get rid of everybody though now.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
Hi, you missed the last 3 touchdowns.
Taken at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It's just my quarterback.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
They're all open now.
Throw left sideline falls incomplete.
What's with this roughing the fucking passer? It's every time, man.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Doesn't matter.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Dude, he's wide fucking
Throwing on first.
you just...
This one winds up to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they
almost intercepted a 7th time.
Incomplete. A real head scratcher there.
I think with where it's at, you know what I mean? Like, it's Justin Fields or bust at this point. Like, he's the only one doing anything.
So we'll take control of the football in great field position. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Stays on his feet.
Tackle for loss, technically, so that's great.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Just cover the field.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Off play action. It's Howell.
Wide open play because none of my guys are covering the
That's complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line.
None of my guys are covering the deep zone like they're supposed to be. Look at where they're supposed to be covering. Middle of the fucking field.
Robinson up the middle. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 85 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
It's going to be something over the middle. Watch.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. There he goes, right side. And they will score.
We'll take it. Like, you gotta just get points however possible, man.
We're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Kenneth Murray.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Turn to the right.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll roll him out right.
Just hold on to it. Just hold on to it.
The improv on the scramble there gets them 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away.
I don't want to take
now
a sack.
It's 3rd. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
We got to score quick here, boys.
He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He'll find Jones again.
Dive.
Complete. Touchdown.
Oh.
Zay Jones, 32 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Fields trying to throw for it. It's complete.
He got it. He got it. I was like, he got it.
So
He
that
broke that
shaves 2
pylon.
more off the deficit as they now trail by 5. And that almost makes it a brand new ball game. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it
We gotta
within
get
the
a
range
stop.
that you just talked
Improve
about.
coverage.
Dialed
We
up
just
their
gotta get a
2-point
stop.
play. It worked. Now they're
One
feeling
stop.
like they've got a shot at this one.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. And the Washington offense heading out. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Pass right complete there to Thomas. And he takes us beyond the
improved coverage here is just, I don't know how.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
I'm covering the right with the lineman.
Now
He just has all fucking days. Nobody's doing anything.
Got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
We're stopping him.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around
Oh, he
campus,
dropped
right?
it. He was trying to, like, run backwards with it. But that's not Edwards' play.
He's in big trouble. That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And a crossover out of bounds.
If the game wants to score, they're going to, right?
Catch. He goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. On first down, Howell. And a dump off here to Robinson. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Second down, Howell now.
Oh, picked off Byron Jones.
They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
The ball just kind of went to him, man.
Jones. And the Bears are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Completely over fucking thrown.
There, but it's incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Play action. It's Fields. And this one is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
The punt team on now. It's from their end zone. They get it away. Call that 49
Gotta get another
yards
pick,
on the punt.
gotta get an
They
interception, gotta get a stop,
on the
gotta get
return.
something.
Back
I
onto the field now, the Commanders'
I don't
offense.
know what it is that I
Their
gotta do.
defense got the stop,
I'm putting
forced the
everyone
punt,
in
and now you
coverage.
really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Literally sent everyone. He's thrown the ball 51 times.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Second and 10, Howell. Thomas
He completes that one. Like that should not be completion, man. 454 passing yards
earlier.
for
Now he's
Sam
got a first down
Howell.
here.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
Daniel Gibson's done.
And he is
I
gonna
hit him to
lose
the ankle
yardage
and he's
here.
grabbing his like
Now
chest.
we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Call time right here. Probably
Now the
shouldn't
Bears
have.
going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Howell throwing on third down here. And that is incomplete.
The offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
53-yard attempt.
The kick
Glad
by
I wasn't
Crosby
the kicker
is
there.
good.
I'm just glad I wasn't
He's
the
been
kicker.
automatic to
That's
this
really
point
all
of the season, and he can
we could
max
have
out a
hoped
field
for.
goal there.
We need a touchdown and 2-point conversion. If we don't get one, we can't get the other.
Converts on that one as well.
Well, we're down 10
kudos to
now.
you.
Are we not?
You didn't jinx it.
Right?
And a
So I
fair
guess
catch
it-
signaled for and
we need
taken
more than
successfully.
pushing it, too.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Sliding out of the
I'm trying to throw it away because I can't get a block.
Taken down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. One play action, Fields.
I just can't get somebody to block. I can't get anybody to block on me. Forbes is going to get an interception. Someone else is going to get an interception. Like, it doesn't matter.
The corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this turns
setting
into
up to throw it.
disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2
something
points.
Would be great, like a fumble or
Out comes
something.
Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking
Player
first
Brown
downs.
has like 10
To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away.
Great.
First downs, they can't touch the ball.
Exceptionally well.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Coming to the run.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Here's Tress.
We have more sacks this game than we
as
have
he'll
all
come on to
season.
kick for a 6th time tonight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over that time, it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And we're not going to get it.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
I went out of bounds.
He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
I would hope
And when you have
that
success throwing the football, the old cliche
nice.
becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
My guy's
And
stuck
now
in the
here's
rock.
another interception. Inside the 10.
7
and he'll bring
interceptions.
this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
7 interceptions. That's sick, man.
Crosby.
63 points. We lost 60 points a game. So it's like nothing new, really.
And that one makes this a 19-point game. A heck of a play.
I really don't know what
getting the interception,
I got to get done.
navigating his way into the end zone.
Defensively, we're fine. Quarterback-wise, like, name the best quarterback in the league right now. Patrick Mahomes,
Fielded
impossible to
right
trade
at the
for.
goal line.
Joe Burrow, impossible to trade for.
And he's up past the 20 to the
Like,
22-yard
I
line.
can't just go out and get
Bears
a
offense
prime
out there set and
quarterback.
ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
They just cover
Now,
everything.
A nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Points half the time, man.
To throw is Fields.
Another interception.
And my goodness, another interception.
And I get it, but like I gotta fucking throw it.
To the 41-yard line.
Like I wonder what play I'm gonna run. I can't run it. I'm down 19 points.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, we've stopped him a lot of
10.
times at the line of scrimmage, actually.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They go play action with Hal. Nowhere to go here.
My fucking idiot, like, lineman would actually get the ball. That'd be sick.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
I like the diving effort. I like that Simmons made a dive for it. He went for it.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
There's going to be some changes that got to be made, defensively
as they convert
especially.
on fourth. Robinson on a give right side. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And
You know, and this one I thought, especially after the way the first half went, I was like, oh, we're in this game.
On 2nd down, another shot for
We're not
Robinson.
out of it.
Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a
Play's
third
got to be
down.
made, I get that. But then the second half to go out and
I
allow
think this is where they put on the
40-something
boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And Hal will throw it. This to McLaurin out on the left side.
Doesn't matter.
And
He's
he's
going
going
to
to
shake
have
me
another
off like
first down
nothing.
as the tackle's made here at the Bears 17-yard line.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On the give, here's Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
And that's the ball game, boys.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
That fucking blue, man. That's one of those ones that, you know, you would expect your team to be able to do better, and they just don't. Jalen Johnson gets a upgrade here. We'll go man-to-man. We'll upgrade just man coverage, I guess. Daniel Carson. Let's go power +1. Kick power +2 gets him up to a 99 rated kick power. No third ability because I guess just not. And so team leader wants to come talk to me. Yeah, it did. It did affect us, man. It was a shit show. We'll advance to the next week. Just 0-5 is tough, man. Minnesota's 0-5 as well. We got an extra couple days rest. We're going to make one last offer to Chase Claypool. Be a 4-year deal. $4 million in bonus. I'm not signing him. That's that decided. And we'll talk to the wide receiver in crisis. It better be Darnell Mooney. Hey coach, I haven't been as productive as I was hoping to be this year. Having a big game might help me get back on track. Make promise. I hear you and understand. We're going to do our best to get you involved with the game today. Keep your head up and ready to make some plays. Thanks, coach. I knew you would understand and really appreciate making the extra effort to get me more involved. He had 4 receptions for 88 yards. Keep your promise. Get him 100 receiving yards. So Zay Jones was 100 receiving yards. We'll do this one. Make some stuff cheaper for us. And then that'll be it. Because that's all we can really afford, so. We'll jump into weekly strategy. I can't wait to absolutely get diced up this week. We're going to try to defend the short pass here. Full pad split would be great. Just run inside. Just keep trying to run inside. Split. I don't know why we don't go full pads. Did we not go full pads on this one? Inside run. Wait. No, we went short pass, right? Defend the short pass. Full pads, split. Full pad split. You know, my thing is maybe this will be the week, you know? Maybe this will be the week we do something. You know, and it never is. And it's upsetting because it's like you would hope that your guys would be able to like go out and make plays and make a difference and make an impact after you just did everything to try to get them to do something, and they just don't. He caught that in that zone. But whatever. The fact that he didn't fucking throw it where I needed it pissed me off. He's just so bad, man. Literally just out of reach. Gotta get out here and make some plays, boys. That's just such a bad throw. That's a good throw. That's right in the money. I'm glad it's not like you gotta be exact. Because it used to be like that in older Maddens, and it was just not possible. I'm hoping Isaiah Simmons gets an upgrade this week. Had an interception last week. It was actually a nice one. Got us 2 points back on the field. I just don't know what we would... Oh, I just got fucking smoked. Like, my dude just stopped running. Dude, make a fucking play. Alright. If Simmons gets goal on this one, he gets 11. I like the tackle there afterwards, I will say. It's a zip. Simmons is putting him in his pocket. Damn. And that just about does it. That means Darnell Mooney's keeping 11. Try it again. We got to get gold. That's the only way we're going to develop Isaiah Simmons, really. I think he'd probably be better as a linebacker. He'd probably be an amazing linebacker. 6'4", 225. Had him lose some weight just to be able to run in that big body of his. Make a couple more plays. The thing is, I think, is once you get gold, it should just be over. Like, it shouldn't make us do the rest of the reps. But what do I know? Nothing, apparently, because I lose every game 50-0. And I wish I could play the lineman minigame, but I can't. We'll do some upgrades to some players here. It's just Jair Brown. Keep doing hybrid for him. At least until he gets into the 80s, I think. Star Dev, good for him. 7 tackles last game. Probably 8. Who do we have for a minute? We're probably going to accept the option for Justin Fields. Maybe not for anyone else. %36 completion, 4 touchdowns. It's just disgusting, man. Don't ever show those stats. Be embarrassed by those stats. We don't want to show that. I mean, it'd be nice to have some of these stuff, I guess, but it's just so hard to get franchise point. I guess it's not hard. You just pick really easy ones and then make sure you get them and you're all set, but it's just not the way I roll, I guess. One thing I want to do before we call it a night. I want to see what's out there. For TJ Edwards. Sean Murphy Bunting, I've always loved. I have a soft spot in my heart for Sean Murphy Bunting. SMB. Really like him as a player. Rasul Douglas, the former Raider, would be sick. Colin Farrell, the former Raider. Trey McBride to get a third. We signed Isaiah Simmons to a big-time contract. Like a long-term deal. Like, it's not crazy. 7 million, 7.5, 7.94, 8.43, 9.02. So it's nothing crazy for what his rating is and the amount of positions he's going to play in. Eddie Jackson, on the other hand, I mean, his contract's just ridiculously expensive. 17 million this year, 18 million the next year. Sam Hubbard at left end. We need edge rushers. Trey McBride's just on the trade block, isn't he? Arik Armstead's contract is just ridiculous. I wouldn't take it on. Dante Jackson. Marcus Jones, the corner, was started out. It's just ridiculously easy to get. The thing is, it's like, who's a team that has the cap space to take on this insanely big contract and have multiple first-round picks? You know what I mean? That's ideally what we're looking for. And it's like, well, who else needs a... I mean, who needs a free safety as well? Because, honestly, with where I'm at right now, Tremaine Edmonds hasn't done anything for us. And his contract is ridiculously expensive. I'm paying him $22.4 million next year. So, like, I can get something great for him. Even if I had Asante Samuel, I have a great shutdown corner who's going to grow and develop, who's sure I might have to pay a contract to. But then I get somebody like George Pickens. I mean, there's... The best one to me is the Asante Samuel trade, even if I had to sign him to a longer-term contract. Just because cap space-wise, like, how are they supposed to be paying the amount of people that they're paying? They won't be able to. They're going to have to cut so many guys. Because Asante Samuel in that deal. Oh, we take it in dead cap. That's why. We take it in dead cap. That sucks. I will say right now, though, someone on the chopping block, 1,000% is Eddie Jackson. He's not worth, for being 85 overall, to me, he's not worth 17.1 million. He just isn't. Now when I can get a Mekhi Becton or Dante Jackson or Hunter Henry, just somebody cheaper. So, and honestly, this deal from the Indianapolis Colts looks very tempting, because I get a true edge rusher in Quiddy Pay. And that's what I want. Get a real true edge rusher there. Then Darren's salary cap hell as well, so. Let's do this player card. I feel like he plays more of a linebacker role. If I was to think. His finesse moves are bad. He's definitely a speed rusher type. Power rusher. Huh. Now that's interesting. Got normal dev though. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. I mean, I thought about it for a second. The other one is just Deron Payne. But I mean, for where he's rated at, I just don't see a world where we make this deal happen. Now, maybe we got TJ here. Alright, Quiddy Pay's a year younger, or Deron Payne's a year younger. Move him to D tackle and just have him be a pure run stopper. Or he's already a D tackle, yeah. But we're paying him $21 million next year. And it's like I can't really afford to pay a guy $21 million. I don't want to pay a guy $21 million. I think you're crazy if you're asking for that much money. So not even a trade I would want to consider. But Grady Jarrett, I mean, he's older too. He's got 3 years left on his deal. It's an option. But getting somebody like the Niners, I mean, this team's going to win the Super Bowl. I think they're the second best team. Probably the best team, actually, in Madden. I don't even know why I would say second. I just don't see a team beating them. Leonard Williams' contract is, like, really expensive, too. He's a sick D tackle. But he's getting $32.3 million this year. And it just destroys everyone's cap room. there's just no reasonable deal for him. And they have to pay him this year. What would I have to do to get somebody like a Trayvon Walker? I just don't think it'd be possible. He probably signed a fat contract too. 20 point, yeah, he signed like $100 million deal. What if I give you that and that? Yeah, that would not go through. Literally my two best players. I just don't know what we gotta do to get a player that's gonna get pressure off the edge. And really just go out there and make plays. Someone like Brian Burns would be sick. It's just not gonna happen. We're probably gonna have to look towards free agency. Let's take a look at free agency this week. Jack McKinnon's there. Not much else. Definitely worth looking though. See how the league's going. We have 300 more passing yards than Patrick Mahomes. It's crazy. Rushing wise, Javonte Williams after that one big week is number 1 in the league. So he rushed for 300 yards. Chase Claypool is just destroying receivers. And J.C. Horn, yep. Justin Simmons, yep. And Trayvon Diggs, yep. Seems about right. You know, the more I think about it, the more I want to do the trade. And just absolutely get rid of him. I feel like he doesn't do enough to really warrant me keeping him on the team. Troy Anderson's a player that is not great, but I have more fun having on the team the more that I think about it. That's the thing. It's just, I think I'd have more fun playing with him. And at this point, I'd rather have fun than just being sad and losing every single fucking game. Because ideally, what I'm thinking I could just do, right, is just get a player like Isaiah Simmons and move him to middle linebacker or right outside linebacker. Let's look at his contract. Did I not re-sign him? I did. I sent him to a big time deal. At least for me paying a guy close to $10 million is a year is a lot of money. And people are like, that's not a lot of money. It's like, do you make that much money a year? No? Okay, so you can be quiet. Let's just see what happens. I mean, that's just disgusting, is it not? $59 is a good white boy number, I think. I think if he moves to left end, he's going to be like 60-something rated. Damn. Rasheem Green's not going to play for us anymore. Well, I've got some homework to do then, I guess. Because now it makes things a little bit more interesting. You got Patrick Queen basically playing every single time. I don't see why he wouldn't. Middle linebacker is going to be Isaiah Simmons and Lane Van Rash. Because I'm going to move Tremaine Edmonds to the left outside linebacker. And just play all my sets with... Did he go down that much? Oh, he's already down because of morale. Just basically have him as a edge rusher speed type. No, Greedy Williams. Back to corner. I mean, Isaiah Simmons is up. Gives us more depth on the inside too, I think. Gotta check my depth chart, but I mean, we solved some problems that we have now. My reserve left end. Right end becomes, yeah. I mean, I like that. I like that a lot better. Sub linebacker. So Isaiah Simmons, Lane Vander Esch, and Kenneth Murray, with my slot corner being Greedy Williams. Yeah, 1000%. That's how we're running it. What's crazy is Isaiah Simmons has been in the league 3 years and Lane Vander Esch has been in the league 5. Like, that's just ridiculous for how good they are. Who's gonna need a contract? I think we're okay letting a lot of these people walk. $41 million in cap room for next year gives us some room to play, so we're okay if we need to go then into free agency and pay on some guys. The only thing is it sucks is, you know, free agency is before the draft, whereas if it was after, you know, you can kind of build around there. So, I think we're okay with where we're at now. The Bengals aren't standing pat. Nice addition in Julian Love. Let's look at the league settings. So I edited my players. Obviously, moving them from position to position is mostly about, like, hey, like, moving them left outside linebacker here, left ends, you know what I mean? Curtis Weaver gets signed. Isaac over to the practice squad. Mark Webb. Kwan Williams. Boston Scott gets signed. Officially Nick Vanette. Other guys getting big that's a big contract. But I like seeing that the league is making transactions within itself. I just wish, like, I could kind of see a page like that where it shows all league trades. But there's a lot, man. That frequency is still pretty high. Let me double check my depth chart. I want to make sure that I got Patrick Queen starting, because I don't want to be in a game and fucking see TJ Edwards out there. So rest of this, I think we're doing fine. So we'll be okay. And we might look to just move off of TJ Edwards. Nothing crazy in terms of trades available for him, I think. I definitely think if I was to trade him, I want it to be like, hey, TJ Edwards, and then like a 7th, a 6th, a 5th. 7th, the 7th, the 7th. Just whatever we have in terms of 7s. And Trey McBride, Juwan Taylor, Brandon Cooks is an interesting one. Troy Anderson, yes. Troy Anderson would actually be kind of sick. He'd be a fun user. Jeremy Chin would be nice. Tremont Jones, the left end, but a $10 million cap hit is ridiculous. I think if I was to trade anybody, if you want to trade with anybody, you got to either go to the Titans or you have to trade with the Panthers if you want a secondary. If you want a secondary, you go over to the Panthers. You go strong safety first. Nope, nobody want. You get J.C. Horn, Jeremy Chin, T.J. Henderson. If you can somehow get these 3 guys, like, you're set. Like, if you can get all 3 of those guys, J.C. Horn, Jeremy Chin, C.J. Anderson, you will never need another corner for the rest of the series. Think about it. He's 24, 25, and 23. Get J.C. Horn on a max contract for 7 years. You get Jeremy Chin on a 5-year deal, or J.C. Horn 6 years, 5 years, or 4 years, and 5 years for C.J. Henderson. And they'll just grow and develop, and they'll be really well. And then you get someone like Sean Murphy-Bunting, who's not super expensive, just for the experience. And then you get somebody else like Chris Farley, who's just got like 95 speed and can run with anyone. So that's what I would do, and just have a super cheesy like DB field. So it's just really tough to trade for all 3 of them because of their ages and their like level of play. But that would be the dream. What's a 5th round pick this year worth? The same stuff. So whether it's a 5th round pick or a bunch of 7s, it's not going to make a difference. I don't think you guys just saw how wide my eyes got there. It was for a 2nd round pick. That's ridiculous. This could potentially give me a first-round pick in 3 years. Wow. Put a 4th here just in case. That's wild. I'm probably going to make that trade. I'm going to give it another week or two, see if there's anything good that comes up. See maybe if something happens. But since one team's going to be undefeated or defeated in the next game, and hopefully it's not us, and we're able to just win the game and be 1-5. Although with the way things are going, I mean, we're looking at the prospects. There's not a lot of great guys outside of the top 5, really. And it's really just Zach Brennan, who has grade to elite, good to great, grade to elite, good to great, solid to good strength. 6'3", 252 off the outside. I mean, he's just going to be a monster. And, I mean, we have 72s and 75s in right now. So, I mean, even if he was like a 74 overall player, 75, although I do think he'd be a lot higher rated, he'd still be a guy that, you got to go out and get. And this guy, purely based off of his physical, 6'6", 251 out of Clemson. This dude looks like an absolute monster. He's good in a lot of things. He's just not great is the only thing that makes me mad. Devontae Gray is a guy that I see a lot. He's great in a couple of things. Great in jumping, so I'm guessing he has really good coverage skills. Huh. Not quite sure. In terms of like outside rushers, how are we looking? Because 30% done with a lot of these guys is not like interesting to me at all. This guy looks good as well. Alfonso Sanford. Good to great agility, great to elite. I guess he's good at stuff, not great, right? I think the reason that I have some of these guys too is like for their value, like a 2nd or 3rd rounder for this right end out of Georgia. I mean, it's really good value for the pick. Kyle Carter at Notre Dame. He's 6'3", 286. He doesn't really fit the mold for what I think I kind of want. Just because he has poor to marginal, solid to good, decent to solid, marginal to decent. Like, most of the stuff that I need to be good at, he's not. So, same thing with like JD Blythe. Marginal to decent agility, decent to solid jumping, solid to good speed. So he's not a speed rusher type. Poor finesse moves. He's just pure bulldozer. But I mean, I've tried bulldozer moves this year and they just don't work as well, so we'll call it there. We'll probably make that Troy Anderson trade in the future. Move Isaiah Simmons back out to like corner, and then keep Troy Anderson there in the middle to be the backup to Leighton Vander Esch. You know, white boys, middle linebackers. You know how it goes. And then we'll have Tremaine Edmonds on one side of the edge, kind of like as a reserved edge rusher, with Patrick Queen on the other. And then they won't really have subs either. So if they get hurt, it'll be somebody like Jack Sanborn or Kenneth Murray, or most likely someone like Simpson, Javon Simpson, I think. And they'll be the guys that'll be making the plays. So Next episode comes out tomorrow, or I guess in a few hours today. So, I guess for now, just peace.